All right, bunch of game twos from the playoffs. We're gonna start with Celtics Magic, my beloved Celtics. We won 2-0. Let's go. This was a interesting game. I had a feeling we were gonna win without JT just because of the Magic's offense, and I kind of knew that our guys were gonna be able to step up without him. However, the Magic are a very, very, very physical team, and they do not go away. I mean, every single time I felt like we were a 3 away from just blowing the doors off the freaking barn. The Magic just stayed in it, and I got to give him credit for that. Jaylen Brown ended tonight with 36 points. KP had 20. Derek White had 17. On Jaylen Brown, considering he has the bone bruise in his knee, I have to admit he played really, really well. KP, I thoroughly enjoyed his performance tonight. Super, super physical down low, being a lot more aggressive. His three still hasn't fallen well this series, but he got to the line, I think, like a season high 14 times. I think this is the most I've seen him get to the line all year. 14 times. He missed about 4 3 throws, but hey, he even said it after the game. His shot just isn't falling, and it hasn't felt right. But he had a good game. He stepped up when we needed him. Had 20 points, which was the second highest scorer. Al Horford. I don't think I have ever seen Al Horford that mad in my life. I mean, when KCP ran into him, tripped him, I'm gonna call it tripped because, I will ride or die for Al Horford, and like he's the fucking OG of the team. I don't think I've ever seen him get up so fast and try to charge a guy, and then Joe Mazzulla restrain him with a Drew Holiday. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What else? Derek White, clutch baskets as always. The Magic were definitely trying to pick on him defensively, trying to get Paulo on him. Very, very interesting. I guess that's their favorable matchup, right? He doesn't probably want to go against Jaylen Brown. He does not want to go against Drew Holiday. Peyton Pritchard even spent some time guarding him tonight, and he struggled with that a few times, getting by Pritchard, and Pritchard held his own down in the post. I would really like to see more from Sam Hauser, though. I feel like tonight he got some good open looks. I really wish that his shot would fall. He only played 13 minutes, so he had some opportunity. He ended up being a -3, and they just pick on him. So I think it's hard for Joe to play him more unless he really has it going. What else here? For the Magic. Again, Paulo and Franz show. Paulo had 32. He did his thing. I think for him to get to the next level, and they even said this on the broadcast. He really has to be able to get the defense to move and rotate. That he did it a few times in this game, and it turned out to be a beautiful offensive possession for the Magic. I think a few of them ended in Wendell Carter corner threes. But he really, like, these little tough mid-range fadeaways or the wide open threes that we gave him, because he's not the best 3-point shooter. However, though, tonight he was 33%. But I think the Celtics will live with that. Just like the little mid-range fadeaways, I think the Celtics will also live with. Like Scal was saying on the NBC Sports broadcast, the Celtics are going to live with that. The Celtics doubled him a few times when his back was turned, or when he would try to drive into the lane and they would send help and blitz him and just try to get the ball out of his hands and make him turn it over. I think he turned it over. He actually had 0 turnovers tonight. I could have sworn he had more than one, but maybe that was Franz. For Franz, he took 20 shots. He made 50% of them. He shot 1 for 7 from 3. Again, Orlando really, really needs shooting. There were 2 times tonight. I think these are the 2 turnovers that I thought Paulo had, where he got the ball. He got the ball swung back to him, like top near like the logo, and he just could not handle the pass, or dribbled it off his foot and went in the backcourt. There's backcourt violation. Whole bunch of things. KCP, I already made a video on him earlier, a short. Go watch it if you haven't. He might be one of the worst contracts in the NBA. He does not do anything for the Orlando Magic. He was 0 of 6 from 3. He was 1 of 9 from the field. His one bucket came after a free throw where he like kind of just like banked it in off the glass. It was like a 29. It was a long 2-pointer. It was a bad. It was not a good shot, analytically wise. I don't really know what he does. The Celtics kind of pick on him. Um, they he's not the KCP from the Orlando days. Anyway, that's gonna do it for Celtics Magic. Let's get actually before I get to the next game, let me talk quickly about Cavs and Heat. I did not watch the full game because I was really focused on the Celtics. I kind of watched the end of it, but I really wasn't paying full attention. I did see though on Twitter that Darius Garland said someone asked him like, "How do you guys play like clean basketball and not turn the ball over?" He said, "Pick on Tyler Hero." So that'll be very interesting for game 3, which I believe is on Saturday or Sunday. That'll definitely be interesting just because of I don't think Tyler Hero is necessarily gonna like that comment if he even hears it. I bet the Miami media will ask him. But next game, Rockets Warriors, probably the most physical and intense and most scrummed up game that we've had so far these playoffs. I mean, between Jimmy getting pushed in the back and falling on his butt, which pelvic contusion, I think is what they're calling it. I'm pretty sure he gets an MRI tomorrow. The little Draymond Green scuffle during the commercial break with Fred VanVleet, which I think ended up in a technical on Draymond, if I'm not mistaken. The Rockets just absolutely dominating the Warriors. We saw more Steven Adams minutes tonight. They went to that. I guess it's triple big because I don't know. I guess you consider Jabari Smith a forward at this point. So I guess it's double big with Jabari at the 3. They went to that a little bit more, and they just throttled the Warriors. Jalen Green had his welcome to the playoffs, had 38 points. He shot insanely efficient. He 52% from the field, 44% from 3. They just absolutely ran the Warriors off the floor. It was from the get-go too. I don't think the Warriors ever led in the game, and holy moly, the Warriors could not get it going. There was a lot. I think the Warriors had like 15 turnovers, which I'm assuming led to a lot of fast break points for the Rockets, which is really the only way that they can score. The Rockets limited their turnovers. They only had 10 compared to the first game, where I feel like they had a lot more than that. The Rockets just played really well. Now, I don't think the Warriors are out of the series. We'll see what Jimmy's MRI says. Obviously, that's a big one because I don't think without Jimmy, I don't looking for it. I don't think they can win another series without him. I think they can win this series, but if they don't have him, I think it's tough for them to even win this series. He's so huge for them and what they do. I mean, Jonathan Kuminga had to play 26 minutes tonight. He did not play particularly well. He just wasn't good. He not even in their rotation for this series. I think according to Steve Kerr, he's like an in case of emergency kind of guy. So we'll see what happens with this series. Definitely the best like physical and like altercation-y game we've had. I don't even know if that's a freaking word. But yeah, it's definitely this series is definitely going to be a good one for both sides. We'll see what happens in game 3.